President Joe Biden is once again isolating after testing positive for COVID over the weekend. Rebound cases are known to happen on rare occasions to individuals who take Paxlovid, as the president was prescribed. White House claims Biden feels fine, has no fever, and is only suffering from minor residual symptoms. And the message the administration clearly wants to send to the American people is that if you get COVID, you don't need to rest or take it easy. You should just keep working. Here's White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre taking questions from reporters on Monday.
Is it possible that the president, in his understandable desire to show that he was able to work through his first bout of COVID, pushed himself too hard? And that is partially what led to this coming again. I mean, any body, be it 79 or 46, has to rest when you get this.
No. Just to answer that
to my knowledge, I don't believe you've talked about him getting extra rest or taking time away from work. Has he also had blocks of time where he's not doing anything so that he can rest?
What I can tell you is that he has been working 8+ hours a day.
Just like Trump's team after he got COVID, Biden's team wants to convince you that the president is as strong as an ox and perfectly healthy, when anyone who has a pair of eyes can see for themselves that the man is rapidly decaying. White House assurances aside, this episode does raise a lot of questions about the current CDC guidance on when it's safe for people to return to work after acquiring COVID. Those guidelines are reportedly now under internal review, and new ones are expected to be rolled out in the coming weeks. Currently, those who test positive are told by the CDC to isolate for 5 days, starting from when they begin experiencing symptoms. After 5 days, they can return to work, but it's recommended they wear a mask. No negative test is necessary to return to work, according to the current guidelines. The assumption here is that after 5 days, people aren't shedding the virus anymore, but that assumption wasn't shared by the White House, which went above and beyond CDC guidance and kept Biden in isolation until he tested negative for the virus. CDC Director Rochelle Walensky admitted that, quote, "The president's protocols likely go above and beyond and have the resources to go above and beyond what every American is able and has the capacity to do." Reading between the lines there, and Dr. Walensky is saying that the CDC can't require all Americans to test negative before returning to work because the administration doesn't have the resources to ensure everyone has access to testing. CDC's insufficient guidance was born out of the Omicron surge last winter, when a more contagious strain of the virus infected millions of people, including those who were vaccinated. We're in the midst of a similar surge right now. At the behest of airline companies and other businesses that were struggling to find healthy staff, the CDC relaxed its guidelines so that Capitol can force people back to work after only 5 days, likely while they are still sick. But since then, new research has shown that people who get COVID can still spread it to others beyond the arbitrary 5 days set by the CDC. A study published last month in the New England Journal of Medicine found that people are shedding the virus for, on average, 8 days before testing negative. So, if you're wondering why the U.S. leads the world in COVID infections, with 100,000 new ones each day and a 9/11 chunk of people dying each week, well, it's because the CDC is actively sending people who are contagious back into the workplace so that Capitol can keep profiting off their labor. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog, plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.